While I was at it, a wandering trader showed up offering some of the new Pale Garden blocks. I really want to get my hands on these, but I don't have any emeralds, so I went over to a nearby village to see what I could find. Unfortunately, there weren't any emeralds in the chests, so I turned one of the villagers into a Fletcher and traded sticks with him to get some. When I got back home, I was surprised to see a second wandering trader had spawned. I have no idea how rare it is to have two traders like this at the same time, but oh well, I'm not complaining. Anyway, the second trader's deals weren't great, so I stuck to my plan and used my emeralds to buy some pale moss and an open eye blossom. I think we can grow more with bone meal, so these will be super fun to use. That was an exciting distraction, but let's get back to collecting all the resources that we need for the barn. First, I chopped down all the bamboo and a bunch of the trees we had planted earlier. Since I plan on using a lot of stripped spruce, I went ahead and stripped it right away to make my life easier later. We also needed more bricks for flower pots, so I headed down to the water and gathered a bunch of clay. While the clay was smelting, I crafted the remaining blocks we'd need, like red concrete powder and various types of tough and deep slate blocks. With all that done, I think we finally have everything ready to build the barn. As I mentioned earlier, I wanted to create that classic red barn look, so I used a mix of red terracotta, wool, and concrete powder for the walls. To make the build more dynamic, I added a silo attached to the side of the barn. For the roof, I framed it with a white outline using diorite and birch logs, and then filled in the rest with a variety of deep slate blocks. Outside of the barn, I created 2 large hay bales, which really helped with that farm aesthetic. With the exterior done, I did what I do best and connected the build to our pathway system using coarse dirt. I kept the interior of the barn really simple, so let me just show you the final result. I tried to keep it as open as possible to leave as much space as I could for the animals. As for the silo, it turned out to be the perfect spot to add some extra storage. All that's left to do is bring the animals over from their temporary pens, so I started with the cows and then brought over the sheep next. It's super rewarding seeing the barn full of life now. All this building has left me running low on resources, so I planted a few spruce trees and chopped down some of the oak and birch trees in the nearby forest. The spruce trees grew surprisingly fast, so I chopped them down as soon as they were ready. I then spent a few minutes building some beehives in front of our house. Not only are they practical, but they also add a nice detail to the area. We're back up to level 30, so I took the opportunity to enchant a second axe since mine is going to break soon. I was hoping for Silk Touch, but I only ended up with Unbreaking 3. I think the area behind our house will be perfect for a pumpkin and melon farm, so I began planning out a stone border using cobblestone and tough blocks. To add some color to it, I surrounded the entire